Ow!
What's up, nerds? We've got a Temu unboxing for you.
I forgot there's like reels in there and stuff.
I think the fake Yeezys cushion the blow. All right, this big ol' orange bag right here is from a company called Temu. Yes, I call it Temu. I don't care what it's called. It's Temu. And they send everything in a bag all the time. Like all the time.
For the drones to easily pick up.
I thought for sure, since this was a $300 value order, it might come in something else, but this is what you get. It's wrapped so beautifully too, isn't it?
I knew who it was from.
You always know who it's from. When the Nickelodeon bag hits your doorstep. All right, I'll hold it while you cut. Gotta be like an open top bag, and then they just like spin it around a tape machine.
Really
like the Grinch wrapping Cindy Lou Who. Oh no, oh no.
I didn't think at all when I punched that about what was in the bag. I was like, I can punch this.
You were like, hey, hold this in front of you, I'm gonna punch it. And I was like, bro, there's reels in here. And you were like, nah, it's fine. Don't tell me you didn't think. You knew. You knew. You were like, I hope I broke it.
I wasn't listening to you.
I don't want to use that reel. There's a bag.
Ow.
You guys,
Ow.
There's a bag inside the bag. What'd you
There's
just
a lot of
grab?
loose hooks.
Oh, good. I forgot about that too. I forgot about half these things. All right, so first up, you know what, don't worry, there's fishing stuff in this video. These are Yeezy foam runners from Temu. They were $9. If you guys don't know, Yeezy foam runners are an Adidas branded thing for Yeezy, and they are $380.
Not these ones.
Not these ones. These feel.
Oh, they're so hard.
The feel is so gross.
Oh, yo!
I think a magic moment just happened.
I kind of like them.
Easy. Let me put my foot over your head. See, this is gonna be the best video you've ever seen. I gotta say, they feel awful.
No.
I absolutely hate these.
Once you get into them, I think it's
So
a big upgrade.
they're like as light as Crocs, but like where Crocs feel almost like stepping on a cloud, these feel like, I mean, they're clogs.
No, man, these are dope.
These are foam clogs.
So wrong. Okay, and my promise to you, this
Feels
weekend
so
I'm going
weird.
to Canada.
He's gonna wear them the whole time.
I'll wear them the whole time. I will split wood in them. I will do all of the outdoor man chores. I will do everything. I will make sandwiches, take out the trash.
Before and after picture. So
it's a good idea.
Check our Instagram. You will see a before and after picture after this weekend. Hey, Chaz, cue the music. Here it is. That's the one. That's the Mattel. Sorry.
Mattel Master.
Mattel.
The Mattel Master.
Mattel Masters. So this is a 200 size bait caster. I think we went with well, they're all 6:3 to 1 gear ratio.
Like you do.
Small, medium, or large.
Different sizes? They have line capacity on these?
They have 3 different sizes.
What did we get?
We probably went in the middle. 180 meters of 0.23 millimeter line. If you have 0.28 millimeter line, 150 meters. 0.3 millimeter line, 110 meters.
Exactly.
Right.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No.
Is it metal? Check this out, you guys. There we go. Oh my
greasy fingerprints on my beautiful reel.
Immediately fingerprinted all over. Does it make the sound?
It's not a good look.
Not a good sound to start. Okay, so what we've got here is a hardened plastic that is meant to look and feel like metal.
That's why it didn't say metal.
That's
oh my God, I'm a Jew.
Off-brand metal.
It's a Maytal.
It's spinning, it stopped.
It's there.
It spins.
It is. There are some metal things, like some chunky, heavy things for no reason.
It feels like metal.
16 rocks rolling around on the inside there.
There probably are 16 rocks.
So here's your adjustment. This is kind of like fancy boy adjustment. This is like what the rich reels have. Let's open her up. How?
I want to know.
Oh, there's no switch.
It just rotates off.
So usually there's like a switch in the back here. This one just pops it right off. Okay, I see brakes.
We got brakes. We got our spool right here. There is a bearing right there. It is a bearing.
They greased.
They greased it. That's a plus.
There's all your magnetic adjustment. Old school metal writing on there.
I don't know, but it passed its QC, quality control check. It was $22. You're not gonna grab that off the shelf. I'm out. What's up, nerds? It's Jeff in the office. I'm currently editing this video you're watching right now, and I'm realizing that Paul's microphone exploded at some point. There was something very wrong with the audio cable. I apologize in advance. There were some audio issues. So I'm gonna have to use some voiceovers in this video just so I can give you as much of our feedback, first impressions of these Temu products as humanly possible. Unfortunately, some of this stuff was lost. We are aggressively average YouTubers. As you probably already know, we're doing the best we possibly can on a busy dad schedule. So let's make the most of a bad situation. We'll try to still have some fun with this. Let's get back to it. All right, so this next reel that we're looking at is the MC fishing reel, whatever that means. It's designed to look exactly like a proficiency reel, if you guys have seen those before. So it's probably one of the better looking ones you're gonna see on Temu. What's up with these metal knobs? I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
I'm not.
But we got a pretty heavy duty bail though, right? Bail is heavy duty. Okay, so we got that. We got the like hardened plastic made to look like metal top. There you go. There's your reel.
We have grease.
Check this out. Here we go. I mean, pretty standard stuff. It is greased all over. Let's show them that. It's like one 3D printed piece.
Here's
Certainly.
Probably
gonna work fine.
It's a cheapie. Like you can tell, it's all one piece.
I can tell you, I don't think you normally get a bail this heavy duty at 19 bucks.
It seems
It's probably the biggest plus right now.
just because it's a spinning reel and they're really hard to mess up. I feel like it's gonna be fine.
So final verdict on this reel, it's 19 bucks. You could do worse. If you're looking for a cheap reel, not a bad idea. So now we get into the lures. This is the fun part. First up, we've got the fake whopper ploppers. This was the number 1, 2, or 3, I couldn't decide, most requested bait that we review from Temu. So here it is, let's go. So first up, our favorite color, Loon. We had to put them side by side with an actual whopper plopper though. So let's see what that actually looks like. Which one is it? I'll show you guys. Right hand, left hand.
You know,
is it the right or the left?
You know that, right? Like I know.
How do you know?
First of all,
don't look at the eyes.
I was gonna
Cheater.
say the eyes, but the patch for sure. So this is your wop plop, and this is your not plop.
Now we get into like the fit and finish stuff. So not a huge difference. It's definitely not a big enough difference to bass, but just look, they like gave up on the wing on this Temu one versus that one I'm pointing to right there. That's the River to Sea, much better looking. Obviously the eyes, you got the River to Sea eye with the 2, and you've got the Metal Gear Solid eye. I don't know what that is. The Gears of War logo. Like, I don't know. Hooks are totally different.
They're not even close.
Not even close. So we have the cheapest material you can get. Also like a very weird treble. And then here's your River to Sea. A little longer, about the right size, much better material. And yeah, it just goes with it better.
So much better.
How about the spin?
What about the tail?
Spin. Tail is, oh, gall.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got lighter wire on the Temu, heavy duty wire running out that River to Sea. That ain't going nowhere. Oh
no!
Oh no, you guys. Hang on. Oh wait. Oh no, there's no flex at all. So check this out. This is your guide right here. That's the River to Sea.
Hold on.
Look at this. That's
not good.
Little to no effort.
Not what you like to see.
Little to no effort.
All right.
Oh
I have the other color.
Okay, here we go. So here is the Sexy Shad. And
one of these.
I already know which one.
What?
No eyes needed.
So which one is Temu?
Temu.
Yep, you got it. How about that? So this is the Temu. This is the River to Sea.
It's definitely the pattern. Yeah. They did this weird like twisted pattern on that versus the symmetrical pattern. So you can definitely tell that. The color is, no fault of theirs, definitely more vibrant on the Temu than what you get with a more subtle approach on the wop plop. This whopper plopper has also been through the works. But again, it's always gonna come back to this
it's so
terrible
bad.
piece
is real
at the
bad
end.
In the back. All right, here's your other colors. I'll just go through them quickly. This is a really popular color actually for the whopper plopper. You got your sort of Insano perch, and then everyone, I mean this really sold it for me, was Neon Bone. This is the most insane combo for bone I've ever seen in my life, but it exists. There it is. So I would rate this 10 being great, 1 being unpurchasable. This is like a 4.
I mean, the only thing that you can really say as a super positive for this is it's 13 bucks for all 5 of those.
Comes with a carrying case.
Whole set in a case, 13 bucks. You can't beat that price if they catch fish and if they don't break immediately. But the whopper ploppers, you're paying that for 1.
These are made in China.
Yo, does that say Sun? It says Sun Mile. Yeah. I thought it said Sun Milk.
Oh, I do remember buying these.
30 pack of ultralight plastics from Sun Mile. Look at that. You can see them in there. These are little tiny paddle tails.
There, they're 2 inches. Look at this one.
What the heck?
Diggy, diggy, diggy. This is amazing. Dude, I love these.
Oh,
They're stretchy.
what? Okay, I'm on. I'm in.
Bro,
I'm all in.
Boy. What?
30 piece, $4.40.
Dude.
I'm in.
This one has shrimp flavor. Perfect baits.
This lure was $3.77. How much does the Italian
It
cost?
keeps wanting to say Italian.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
You guys. Hang on. Ready? Hold.
Why is it so cheap? How did they even... This is like a G.I. Joe.
You are cringing so hard. All right, so yeah, that's a great point. Fake G.I. Joes. My Joes. It's that cheap, very cheap plastic. It's the cheapest type of plastic you can think of. This is unbuyable. This is a 0 out of 10. Even at $3.77, I don't care. So this is your up close look at this fake Battalion. The real Battalions are $30, so this is 10% the cost, and I would still caution you against it. It just feels extremely cheap. The hooks are already bent. That could have been just due to packaging, but it's just also a cheaper material. So I'm a no-go on this. I'm absolutely out. They did get the eye though, right?
The paint job.
That's the eye.
It's selling.
Yeah.
It's compelling.
Hate it. Hate it. Absolutely not.
2 out of 10.
Maybe less.
I think 1 out of 10 is like it's clearly just something else. You bought a whopper plopper.
All right.
You got a sinker.
So we got 2 of these because we want to try them out. We love chatterbaits. We love bladed jigs.
So we bought the 14G, whatever this is.
Probably 14 grams. 14 G. That's too many G's.
There's no marketing on this at all.
Okay.
Hold on. The only marketing, catch and release.
But then it advertises a hook that is not this.
A mustad hook? Oh yeah, it's not.
It's a swing hook there with a weight up there. That's not what this is. But it
not at all.
Apparently it's a mustad hook.
It's a rock.
All right. Oh, I already bent the hook. I was just trying to take the plastic off. Look at this hook bend. Ready? Look at that. Oh my! It's bending in. Look at this.
Stop.
Look at that.
Ruining your chatterbait.
Oh, I'm ruining it was ruined the day it was born.
It's not mine.
Feels very light, very cheap. As
this is
per
the cheapest
everything.
hook. This is bad.
Very bad hook. This is bottom of the barrel hook. You're gonna break it.
It's an exact knockoff though.
It is.
So I have this
which you
white
can't
and
do.
chartreuse that I bought with this cracked black head.
Can I see your hook real quick? I just want to show you something.
No.
It's really flexible.
And then I had the gold blade on mine.
Yep.
But that is very...
Which is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Mine's nice.
You can see the split on the lead jig.
Yeah, that's fine.
The skirt is kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
It's tied.
Yeah.
That's a tied skirt.
That's a bad hook. A Z-Man Original, which is like the cheapest of the bladed baits, like the higher end, like the good bladed baits, one of the cheapest ones.
$6.99.
Like $7-8. The more expensive, the Strike King Thunder Cricket, $15 range. Not cheap. It's an expensive bait. Like the Battalion was $30, the other one was like $5. What's that? What do we got here?
This is $1.88. My snap is broke.
Oh, that was really nice.
Okay, so next up's a fun one. This is a fake dark sleeper, what Paul lovingly calls the light sleeper. You can see the tail cape crooked as is. That's okay. You could boil some water. You could just steam that thing out, get it back to straight. That's fine. The color is actually relatively close to the real dark sleeper. Check this out. So that's an actual dark sleeper, and there's the fake sleeper, the light sleeper up top. So they got close. The main difference is that this comes with such a stiffer plastic, and it's like they're trying really hard, but for $1.34, I mean, I guess it's kind of tough to beat price-wise. So there's that going for it. What's that, Paul? You're not here, and I'm filming this on a completely different day? Yeah, that's how cursed this unboxing is. The rest of the audio was completely unusable. But don't worry, I have the box here, so we're just gonna re-unbox this thing. Oh my God. So just to catch us back up, let's kick it off with a line spooler that Paul actually really liked. It had a very cheap feeling base, and it actually suctioned very well. My only concern is that the tab to suction it was quite cheap feeling, kind of fragile, like it's gonna snap at some point. Other than that though, it could be adjusted and used on another base. It's kind of got like that universal size bolt to it. So pretty cool for $4.94. It looked like this. I mean, Paul seems to like it a lot, so why the heck not? I think that this is something that might be worth purchasing on a site like Temu. $4.94. Like, it's kind of tough to beat that price. I also got to throw in that we did get another color of the fake dark sleeper. And if you didn't catch it before, like the biggest issue with these is they're microscopically sized. Now, I did dig through the website a little bit more, did find like the actual size listing. It's in one of the pictures of this item, not in the description. They're fine. Like you can get them this size. I've gotten them this size before. It's just not like typical go-to for a little swim bait like I normally would, but there's no reason that this couldn't work. Just make sure you boil your tails. And that brings us to this thing. So, oh man, this is kind of like a live target bait ball, a whole slew of minnows there, but as a jerk bait. Now, I mean, on the surface, fit and finish wise, I actually did a decent job with those little minnows. Look at those. The thing about jerk baits though is I always reserve judgment until they hit the water. So I can't really give you feedback on this. If it performs like a jerk bait should, then I'm sure this could catch fish. If it performs like I think it will, then it's gonna be a disaster and I'm gonna be very upset. The thing that we started to notice along the way is that you're going to want to replace the trebles on any of these lures that we picked up. Whether it's that fake Megabass Battalion or if it's the Whopper Ploppers. Unfortunately, you can't really change them on those Chatterbaits, but that's the deal. You're just getting cheap trebles. They're gonna bend out. They're just not good. So again, could this work? I mean, for sure it could work. I'm gonna have to see how it performs on the water. Fit and finish, I'll give this thing a thumbs up. It looks pretty good. As far as hardware, it's pretty much, you know, what we've expected to see with all these Temu baits. And I mean, it comes in at a price point of $3.23. So for $3 for a jerkbait, it is cheap. And all of these things hit the it's cheap level. So if you're just looking for cheap baits, like you don't care how they perform, you don't care if it performs at an 8 or a 9 or a 10 out of 10. You're like, if it's a 3 out of 10, but it's basically free, like I'm stoked about that, then more power to you. Just for me, not what I'm looking for. I want performance, kind of like up the middle cost-wise. Jerk baits, I'm happy to spend $9-10 on a bait, sometimes a little bit more, depending on how much I like it. Just something to keep in mind. So then we got a couple of utility items, right? We got a pair of pliers, which we'll see about in a second. And then we got some hook keepers. This was the cheapest thing, so I'm gonna hit this next. These were 89 cents. And I've seen a lot of people use them. A lot of people have been happy with them. It's a very basic setup. And all it is this component. In green, of course, we had to grab, right? There's your little hook keeper station there. And a little band, right? So you take this band, you put it into the loop on the side, and then you wrap it around your fishing rod, and it looks like this. I actually have it on my BFS setup now. Look at that. I'm gonna use this for a while, let you guys know what I think. For 89 cents, pretty tough to beat. All depends on how it holds up for a day on the water. Does it fall off? I don't know. Does it break at some point? I don't know. We'll have to see. Seems fine though. This is one of those things that Paul and I agreed when he was here, when we were filming this cursed unboxing, that this is something that I could see going to Temu for. And I mentioned in this video too that got completely destroyed by audio. My wife has shopped on Temu and she has picked up some of these like little things around the house that you might use that you don't really want to overspend for. So I'm talking like soap dishes, right? A scrub daddy holder for the side of your sink. Shampoo and conditioner bottles that you can refill, things like that. And they seem to work just fine. And those are things I don't want to spend any money on. So I'm super happy with that. When it comes to like actual fishing lures, that's where I get concerned. Or even when it comes to tools like this, right? I do want them to perform as they should. Let's see. The thing about tools like these pliers though, is you're still going to spend, you know, 15 to 20 bucks. So these were $16.98. Does have this little metal cutter piece right there on the side. So those are replaceable. These are replaceable. You get a little hook there if you want to do some split ring work as well. And it's got this slider on here where it can lock, right? So it's locked, closed. That's kind of cool. They feel all right. They're definitely bigger than expected. One of the biggest issues I have with Temu is, other than like if you just get a tape measure out and you like lay out the parameters and draw it out and try to see the size of the thing you're ordering, is it's very difficult to get an idea of how big these are or how small some of the things are that you order. One big issue with this, if I can do it with the light, these blades, unfortunately, they don't touch all the way. So with your thicker diameter braid, if I'm cutting like braid for my frogging setup, 65-pound braid or whatever you're using, 50-pound braid, you can probably get away with this. With light strand, ultralight braid that I'm using on my finesse setups, this isn't gonna cut that. So that could be problematic. Also the teeth definitely they actually don't even come close to touching on that part. They touch way up here though. So, I mean, still usable. They feel fine. I'm wondering how long they last or if I'll break these or not. $16.98 though, I feel like there's plenty of other pliers that you could get around that price that are probably better than these. So this is something I might have held off on. To conclude this cursed unboxing, this might be like the last haul we do on Temu for a while. All right, so what's the verdict? Because of course that also got destroyed with the audio, and this is of course the cursed Temu unboxing. That said, I'll speak for Paul on this part. I know how he felt about it, and what he mentioned to me is there were certain things where we're totally cool with going to Temu. I just mentioned it a minute ago. Some of the like utility items, especially household stuff, that's fine. That's kind of what I would believe it's built for. When it comes to lures that you want to perform a certain way so that you're actually catching fish or having fun on the water, that's where we get more skeptical, and it's not something that I really look for. Now, again, I mentioned this as well. If you're looking just to save money, you're like, I don't care, I just want basically free lures, and that's your thing, fine, totally cool. You're the budget person, enjoy it. As long as you're having fun, as long as you're catching fish, more power to you. I know we speak negatively to a lot of these things, mostly because it's a part of the industry that kind of frustrates us, where we're getting all these copycat lures and whatnot. It is kind of annoying to see things like that happening. No, we're not trying to just push a bunch of high dollar value stuff. We don't work for Mega Bass. We work for awesome companies like Mule Fishing. They are putting in the work, they're putting their stuff out there, and companies like Mule Fishing are just getting ripped off by companies on Temu, and people are flocking to it because they're basically free items. So that is the part that really grinds our gears. So of course we're gonna talk a little bit of trash on the platform that we do have. That said, if I can tell you anything, it's this: be skeptical. It's not gonna be exactly what you think it is. Those Whopper ploppers, I've heard plenty of people say, these are amazing, 5 stars. I got them in hand, I'm like, there's no way. I would give this 2 stars. The tail is so flexible, I know that they're gonna break. I don't have any confidence in them. For us, it's an absolute no-go. We're just not going to Temu on purpose to get all these lures. So far between 2 unboxings, we have ordered well over a dozen or so lures, and I can say I've been happy with maybe 1 or 2 of them. The B&U plastics have been fine. Like they do what they're supposed to do. Am I thrilled with them, especially that they're copying other brands? No, I'm not thrilled about that. However, they do what they're supposed to do, and they're super cheap. So if that's what you're going for, more power to you. Other than that, I've not been happy, I don't think, with a single body weight, not even these bladed jigs, not happy with them at all. So it's like a 2 out of 10 for me when it comes to baits. Or as Paul and I tried to succinctly wrap this up, we said this:
10% of the stuff
was good. And that was one of the few audio clips that actually survived this cursed unboxing. Thus concludes our journey back into the Temu world. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you're a Temu fan, if you're not a Temu fan, and if you are a fan, like, what are the baits that you're buying? What have we missed? What are you saying is like, absolutely you have to have this thing? That's what I want to know, because so far, some of the recommendations, I've gone and I've bought them and I haven't been impressed. So I need to know what we're missing, if we are missing anything. Otherwise, I appreciate all of you, however you want to fish. If you want to be a budget fisherman, if you want to only buy the best of the best, it's all good. Let's all just have fun doing this thing that we're doing out on the water in the great outdoors. If you're happy, we're happy. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.